Hey guys, I'm so glad you've joined me today on this video for Kickstarter. I just wanted to give you a brief outline on what I'm actually trying to do with this online course. Okay, so there was different angles that I could come from, and I was thinking actually to myself, there's actually really one angle that I want to come from, which is called Practical Parenting 101. Okay, so under the topic of parenting, we have single parents, we have parents that are married, and we have parents that are divorced. Now in all those areas, we all struggle. Hey, I'm the first one to put my hand up and say that. I've been married for 15 years, I've got 2 children aged 9 and 11, and I am the first person to say it's the greatest job in the world, but the hardest job in the world. And what I want to do with this Kickstarter is actually design an online course with basic and helpful tips that will help you as a parent and make your Groundhog Day and the daily grind a lot easier. So under these topics, we're going to face things like, how to put your child to sleep in different practical ways. When it's daylight savings, for example, how to get your child to eat certain foods when they're not liking certain foods. Just general routine, their behaviors, the tantrums that they go through, just different things that you're facing as a parent. The practical things. What do we need to pack for the hospital? What do we need to pack in our car? Where should we have this and that? What should we do? There's so many things that I've learnt over the years, and a lot of it's come from my own mother, who's a really practical person, and I've applied them, and a lot of it comes under this one word: routine. I've kept with my husband a really strict routine with my kids since they were born. People used to say to me, how do you get your kids to bed at 6 o'clock every night? How do you do that? It was just simple practical things that I did, the same thing every day, in and out. And when it comes to single parents, because if you know my background being a child of divorce and my company Voice for Kids, it's really hard for those parents, and I see that, and even divorced parents, and I want to go into those topics as well. The practical things you can do when you're a parent of divorce, the practical things you can do when you're a single parent, and you can actually tackle those issues so much easier when it comes down to communication and seeing it all in the best interest of the child. And I want to go down those avenues. There's parental alienation, and I just want to give helpful tips on why those things are going to affect kids. There's the bad mouthing that parents do with their ex, and their kids hear it, and all those things that we just need to stop and get practical advice about. How to talk to your kids initially about the divorce and what they're going through. If you're a single parent and you're on your own because it could be due to different circumstances, what kind of help you can get, what kind of advice. There's so much we can put into this online course, but I want it to be practical, tangible, hands-on, not difficult, straight to the point and honest, because that's how I like to be when I do everything with my family, with my kids. So I'd love you to get on board this Kickstarter. Practical Parenting 101 is what it's going to be about. As I said, covering everything from being a parent who's single, a parent who's married, a parent who's divorced, and all the practical things in the best interest of your child, and the things that can actually help you lift that daily grind, have a better life with your kids and your family, have a better life for yourself, and actually things that you can do practically today that could change that whole atmosphere. So I hope you get on board this Kickstarter. If you want to know more about me and my background, go to voiceforkids.com and you can see where I started. But hopefully you'll get on board this and support us, because I think at the end of the day, when we get things down to the basics and we work at things practically, it makes life easier. Thanks for listening.